Hey, magic trick time. See the hand pointing different directions. Now it's pointing the same direction. That's the easiest magic trick to learn in The Greatest Magician. It is a full-on story, and then it gives you 7 different. I love this one. I can't figure it out, and I'm a math teacher by education. So it gives you a whole bunch of pockets where you pull the things out and learn, but it's also learn how to do the magic trick. It's also a story. So super fun, The Greatest Magician. And while we're on magic, I will show you the Tricky Kind of Magic, which is a novel. It says an action-packed graphic novel adventure full of love, loss, and finding magic when you need it the most. If you have someone who loves magic, they will love both of these together for that. Okay, now make sure you watch other the activity video and the nonfiction video if you have elementary school kids, because there's a lot of cross in there. Okay, then we have 2 illustrated storybooks. There's illustrated stories of mermaids, which I'll show you. You get the nice thing, the, what do you call it? Table of contents. So you can kind of see what's in there if you've read those stories before or not. You can freeze it or screenshot it and see. This is a combination of words for pictures. So these are great. I have another video on chapter books, but these are really great interim, and also they just love them. And then we have other storybook, one called Folk Stories and Tall Tales. And then with the Forgotten Fairy Tales, there's a bunch of different kinds. There's 5. There's Forgotten Fairy Tales of Courage and Kindness, Brave and Brilliant Girls, Brilliant Animals, Girls Around the World, and Girls with Greek Myths. And this is about the different picture versus word ratio. So those are super fun. Then we have one of my all-time favorites, 100 Things to Know About. There's Science, Space, Ocean, Saving the Planet, and Planet Earth. So there are 5. These read like weird but true, but then it tells you why it's true. Everything you can see is made of billions upon billions of atoms, and that tells you why. Atoms are so tiny, it's impossible to get a good look at them. But I just love the way, did you know houseflies buzz? They always produce the musical note F. So you can start singing a song the next time a fly buzzes in your ear, right? But just that much pictures and words that you get to learn so much, you can actually like have a discussion with a scientist. And then we have football, hockey, and soccer. There's all stars. These are only $4.99, which is really great for all the colored pictures in there. And then in the back, this is the part I use, is the glossary and the positions, and it tells you what they do, because, I don't always know that when my child was playing football. Then we have Complete Book of Art. This works with chalk and oils, so if they have a little art set, this is going to give them so many more ideas to do with their art. Great spiral binding, really heavy. It's $19.99. Okay, then we have our Bear Grylls. There's Survival Camp, which is going to go through how to survive, right? Training manual of all different terrains. Saw a rattlesnake last weekend. Death Zone. What's that? Now I got to read that. Oh, it's up above the trees, I believe, where you can't breathe oxygen. So cool for survival. Then there's 6 little pocket books to take with you. Dangers and Emergencies, Shelter Building, Hiking Adventures, Going Camping, Campfire Cooking, and Dangerous Animals. Then there's also chapter books of Bear Grylls, activity books, and a book called Epic Climbs. So if you have a Bear Grill lover, that will be awesome. I'm going to swap places with my piles. Then we have 3 different cookbooks. This is World Cookbook. If your child wants to actually make dinner, this one's a really great one, because not all of them are dessert. Then you get Spain, but I love the way there's pictures and they teach them about them. Spiral binding, so it can say up that show them how to do it here. So easy to make some Ireland. Cool. Children's World Cookbook. There's also Starting Cooking, which is great for beginners. And then don't forget our Tiny Baking, because I have a little cookbook in the inside. So that can be fun too. Okay, that goes there. Then I have Everyday Journeys of Ordinary Things. This is fun to know how does food grow on the stores. Where does water come in the faucet come out? From fossil to car, the journey of gasoline, the journey of how your internet works, studio to stereo, the journeys of phone call. So that's really cool. It looks like this inside. One double page spread for each thing, so you can quickly learn that explains GPS. So Everyday Journey of Ordinary Things. And then we have 3, I should have grabbed all 3, Exploring America's Journeys. I want to show you the 3 of America. And there's also workbooks that go, or activity books on America as well. So that's the table of contents. Kind of cool to see different journeys you can do when you're going somewhere on vacation. Maybe use this book to plan what you want to do there. And then there's national parks and America's wildlife that goes through different areas of the country and what wildlife are there. So this goes through the different Olympic national park, the different national parks. Okay, then we have 3 escape rooms. This is museum, but there's also, I wondered if I put that away. I must have shown this already. There's also escape from the video game and carnival. Sorry. Okay, so you go in the back and you add the manipulatives and you find which thing's going to help you solve this. You punch them together and you escape out of the museum. These can be used over and over with different children because they might already know the answers. Okay, there you go. Some ideas for elementary. And then be sure to watch the chapter book and the activity books as well. And nonfiction because they're all elementary, right? And junior high. Thanks.